The bold and the beautiful recap for July 4, 2025. Luna unleashes chaos. Sheila desperately races to save Steffy as fireworks spark across America on this July 4th holiday. The real explosion happens far from celebrations, in the hearts of the Forrester family. Emotions ignite, secrets unravel, and desperation consumes everyone in a fiery crescendo of tension and truth. The beach, usually a symbol of calm, becomes the battleground for sanity, safety, and the fragile future of a fractured family. Steffy Forrester finds herself trapped, not by fate, but by someone she never truly understood, Luna Nozawa. It begins at the beach house, where Luna confronts Steffy with chilling calm. Her voice is soft, but her intentions are razor-sharp. She coldly informs Steffy that both Finn and Hayes are being kept away. The mention of Hayes immediately rattles Steffy, who frantically asks about Ms. Dillon, her son's teacher and caretaker. Luna simply replies that she's tied up. The words hit hard, vague yet undeniably threatening. This is not the same Luna who once sought connection. This Luna has crossed a line. Meanwhile, Sheila Carter, known for her unpredictable and chaotic past, finds herself in an unusual position concern. Genuinely panicked, she pleads with Taylor to reveal Steffy's whereabouts. Sheila has connected dots that no one else has yet dared to. Her recent conversation with Remy unearthed suspicions that now gnaw at her conscience. She knows Luna is spiraling and Steffy may be in real danger, but Taylor, ever wary of Sheila's motives, doesn't yield easily. She has seen enough heartache caused by both Sheila and Luna, and she's unwilling to let either of them get close to Steffy or Finn again. She tells Sheila as much, warning her to stay away. Yet Sheila persists. There's desperation in her eyes, not her usual cunning. She begs Taylor to trust her, just this once. Across town, Finn is wrapped in another storm. He's trying to hold everything together while juggling his concern for Liam and his confusion about Luna. Grace, who has seen her own share of heartbreak, urges Finn to focus on the immediate threat, Luna. She's watched the situation evolve from awkward to alarming and now worries it's gone beyond anyone's control. And Lee, always the voice of reason, reinforces the need to act swiftly and cautiously. Sheila, she says, is as predictable as ever, showing up when least wanted. But Luna? She's become the real wild card. In another part of Los Angeles, Liam finds himself in emotional turmoil. Hope tries to center him, reminding him that he's done enough, that he needs to think about his own healing. But Liam's mind is elsewhere, on Luna, on Steffy, on the swirling madness that he feels powerless to stop. When Ridge enters, he senses the weight in the room and presses for answers. Liam is consumed by guilt, torn between doing what's right and what's possible. Hope and Ridge exchange concerned glances. Clearly, the situation is worse than they thought. Back at the beach house, Luna continues her unsettling psychological assault on Steffy. She insists she only ever wanted a relationship with her father. Her voice trembles with the pain of abandonment, real or imagined. When she learned her father was also her cousin, everything shattered. But then, she says, there was Finn, her last hope, the man who hugged her and said he was her father. That single moment defined her, and in her mind, Steffy is the obstacle who ruined it all. Steffy tries reasoning with Luna, her voice soft, her hands slightly raised in defense, not from fear but empathy. She tells Luna she's sorry she had to live without her father, but it wasn't Steffy's doing. Luna doesn't want to hear it. She gestures threateningly with the gun. Her pain has turned to obsession. Her heartbreak has mutated into blame. She believes that if it weren't for Steffy, Finn would love her. If Steffy wasn't in the way, there could be a family, a twisted version perhaps, but still something resembling love. Back at Taylor's house, the tension peaks. Sheila finally breaks through Taylor's walls when she makes a solemn promise. If Taylor tells her where Steffy is, she will never come back again. Never interfere again. Never cross paths with them again. After a heavy pause, Taylor relents. She tells Sheila that Steffy is at Bill's beach house, attending Hayes' art school session. Sheila's eyes flash with realization. There was a guest artist there. A teacher. Suddenly, everything falls into place. The origami. The crane. Ms. Sunshine.at that moment, Steffy confronts Luna about the strange fortune teller she left for her, the paper message that suggested death. Luna brushes it off, calling it art, something open to interpretation. But to Steffy it feels like a warning. A threat disguised as creativity. Steffy realizes who Ms. Sunshine truly is, and it sends chills down her spine. Back in the city, Ridge and Liam talk again. Ridge tries to comfort Liam, reminding him that life is short and filled with pain, but he's needed. They need him to keep showing up, for the kids, for Steffy, for the family. Ridge expresses regret that Liam and Steffy didn't work out, but he's grateful Liam still cares so deeply. Finn, meanwhile, is distracted. Lee presses him about the case he's working on, trying to help him process. But Finn admits it's not the patients or hospital, it's Luna. The whole situation is a mess. He confides that Sheila's been calling him constantly, but he refuses to listen to her voicemails. It's too much. Then he notices something odd. He missed a call from Steffy. Suddenly, dread sets in. At Taylor's home, Sheila prepares to leave. She's desperate now. But before she walks out the door, something catches her eye, the paper crane. She stares at it, frozen. The symbol unlocks memories from her conversation with Remy. The origami, the signs, Luna's behavior, it all clicks. Sheila realizes Steffy is in immediate danger. She bolts out, racing against time. Inside the beach house, Luna's emotions spiral. She accuses Steffy of being heartless, of never seeing her as a family member, as Hayes' big sister, as a stepdaughter. She unleashes years of pain she believes Steffy caused, when in truth they were wounds inflicted long before either of them met. Luna recalls being kept away from the Forresters by her mother, Poppy, of longing for rescue that never came. She confesses that the moment Finn hugged her, it felt like salvation. And now Steffy wants to destroy it. Steffy holds her ground, but there's fear in her eyes. Not just for herself, but for Luna. This young woman has fallen into darkness. Steffy reminds her that she tries to be forgiving. She's made mistakes. But she's trying to move on, even from what Luna did, locking her away, threatening her. She wishes things were different, but Luna is too far gone. She tells Sheila, who suddenly bursts into the room, that she's doing this for both of them. For the family they could be. She wants Steffy gone so no one stands in the way anymore. Sheila is horrified. She pleads with Luna to stop, to listen, to put the gun down. But Luna isn't ready to surrender. Her world has been painted with betrayal and obsession, and she sees Steffy as the villain in her story. It's a moment suspended in time, one heartbeat away from tragedy. The tide crashes outside, indifferent to the human chaos inside. The past, the lies, the dreams, the broken pieces, they all swirl together as the future hangs by a thread. What happens next could change everything. Will Sheila reach Luna before it's too late? Will Steffy find a way to reason with her captor? Or will Luna's desperate need for love and belonging lead to irreversible heartbreak? On this explosive July 4th, the bold and the beautiful reminds us that sometimes the greatest battles aren't fought with fists or fire, but with forgiveness, understanding, and the strength to face the pain of the past. As the fireworks light the skies, the shadows inside the Forrester world grow longer than ever. Sheila begs Taylor to tell her where Steffy is in the bold and the beautiful recap for July 4th, 2025. We wrap up the week at the beach house where Luna, Lisa Yamada, tells Steffy that she's keeping Finn and Hayes away from her. Steffy asks where Ms. Dillon is and Luna says she's tied up. Sheila, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, says she's concerned about Luna after encouraging her to leave town. Taylor, Rebecca Budig, says Sheila and Luna are always causing problems for Steffy and Finn. Taylor wonders if Sheila is telling the truth and she tells Sheila to leave. Finn, Tanner Novlin, knows that Grace, Cassandra Creech, had a hard time with her ex-husband. She's trying to move past that hard time, but right now all she cares about is Liam. Hope, Annika Noel, tells Liam, Scott Clifton, he needs to focus on himself, but he thinks he might have done too much of that in his life. Hope says he shouldn't be stressing over Luna as Ridge, Torsten K., walks in and asks what they're talking about. Finn says they made Liam aware of his options, but Grace says they can't waste any more time. Lee, Naomi Matsuda, walks in and asks if everything is okay. Finn quickly says they have things under control, so Lee asks about Luna. Liam says it feels like it's only a matter of time. Ridge says that now they don't know where she went. Sheila says she's been trying to call Finn to let him know about Luna. Taylor says he's trying to keep her as far from his life as possible. Steffy tries to talk to Luna, but she hears a noise in the next room. Luna says it's Ms. Dillon and she's fine. Luna says Steffy can help herself by allowing Luna to have a relationship with her father. Lee says it's so hard to get in touch with Finn these days. Grace says Finn is dealing with some complicated cases with patients not willing to listen to their advice. Lee understands completely. After Grace leaves, Lee asks what it's all about. Liam and Hope wonder if they have enough on tape to convict her. Ridge thinks Luna is in traffic on the 10 freeway trying to get out of California. Liam says Luna is all he's thinking about right now. Ridge says they will get Luna one way or another. Sheila begs Taylor to trust her just this once. Sheila needs to help Steffy and she needs to know where she is. Taylor makes her promise never to come back if she tells her. Taylor explains that Steffy went to Hayes Art School at Bill's beach house. When Taylor mentions the guest teacher, Sheila knows who it must be. Steffy puts the pieces together about Luna being Miss Sunshine. She wants to know if she's supposed to be dead, but Luna says the fortune teller is art, and it can be interpreted in a number of ways. For Luna, it's a reminder that there's a chance for Steffy to give Luna, and Sheila, a chance to know their family. Ridge asks Liam if he's going to be okay. Liam says he's not sleeping well, but Ridge tells him they need him around but life's too short to be so worried. He's sorry that Liam and Steffy didn't work out, but Ridge appreciates that Liam looks out for her and the kids. Li offers to help Finn on his case. Finn says he's already stressed out with the Luna drama. It's a mess, he says. Lee says it's dangerous and he needs to keep his distance. Finn admits Sheila has been calling non-stop, but he's not listening to her messages. Sheila wants to know why Steffy was concerned about the guest artist. Taylor doesn't want to give her details about the artwork. Hayes makes noise so Taylor leaves to tend to him. When Sheila spots the crane on the table, she realizes what's really happening. As she moves to leave, she sees the fortune teller and thinks back to her conversation with Remy, Christian Weissman, and all the pieces come together. Luna says Steffy has no idea how hard her life was without her father. Steffy is sorry she went through all of that, but Luna isn't listening. Luna keeps gesturing with her gun, making Steffy worry. Luna says all she wanted was her father, and then she learned her father was her cousin and he'd love her if not for Steffy. When Steffy reminds her that there's a reason Finn doesn't want her in his life, Luna says he'd forgive her if not for Steffy. She can't allow that to keep happening. Li says Sheila is predictable, because she keeps coming around every month to see if Finn changes his mind. Lee warns him to stay away from Luna. He gets another call from Sheila but realizes he missed a call from Steffy. He wonders what's going on as Lee asks what's going on at camp. He tells his mother about Miss Sunshine. Taylor walks into the living room as Ridge walks in. She's so glad that he's there. He asks why he called him Sheila. She reveals Sheila was there. Luna asks why Steffy is so cruel, knowing that she never had a family. Steffy reminds her that she had a whole family, but Luna says they don't matter because Poppy kept her away from them. She needed someone to save her, but no one ever came. But when Finn hugged her and said he was her father, it was the greatest moment of her life. And Steffy wants to take it all away from her. Luna says Steffy never tried to get to know her as her stepdaughter and Hayes' big sister. If anyone is heartless, it's Steffy. Steffy says she tries to be forgiving but she's not perfect. She's trying to move past what happened when Luna locked her away. Steffy wishes things could be different. Sheila rushes in and tells Luna to stop. Luna says she's doing this for them. She tells Sheila that she needs to make sure Steffy is never in their way again.